We all know who Pokimane is, and well, she's back in the news, and she gave a take that is something that's completely out of touch. In a now deleted tweet, she wrote this: "I missed when streaming was about gaming, not just drama baiting and clip farming. Ever since I've heard of Pokimane, all I've known is that she just streams other people's content. She's never really streamed video games from what I've seen, and if she has, then color me corrected. I know someone's going to probably tell me in the comments. But I generally think that she just plays video games once in a blue moon and just generally eats and watches other people's content and doesn't really kind of give anything extra to it. Again, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But I do think that Poki gets absolutely jealous when other people are getting attention. People like Hassan, XQC, Jellywig, all these people get more attention than Poki, and then she has to come up and say something. It seems like people completely forget about Pokimane, and she just comes up with something that she thinks people will like her for it, and then when she gets backlash, she deletes it or tries to hide it and does her general PR stunt, and that's it. I do believe that Pokimane is one of the fakest people online, and she will always hold that crown. Brittany Venti posted this on Twitter, and I genuinely thought that this was actually really funny. So she says, "Pokimane blocked me because I called her out on her bullshit. Lol, you are literally the reason they added in real life stroke just streaming section on Twitch. Mods banned anyone else out of the game for more than 20 minutes, but they let you run Dr. Pokey segment talking to your viewers out of game for hours. Twitch astroturfed you, so don't cry now." As I said, this made me laugh because if Twitch had done this, then she has no leg to stand on whatsoever because she started all of this. I feel that Poki is just one of these people that complains about things because she thinks she's going to get her way. To me, it just seems like she's had all this fame and special treatment for years, and when she gets pushback, she deletes things, but generally the internet doesn't forget. My God, does it not forget whatsoever? One of the things that really kind of infuriates me is when she says one thing and means another. We all know about the Believe Victims tweet that didn't go very well for her. And then when her friend Nina Lynn sexually assaulted two men, Poki had this to say, and I have kind of covered this in my previous video, but I generally think that Poki gives no fucks about it, and she made it all about herself because she wanted that attention, which I generally find very disgusting. And since that tweet, she's never really said anything that I've heard, but it generally just really irks me because she thinks it's all about her. Yet her other tweet, Believe Victims, she just put out there thinking that she was going to get all the internet cookies in the world because she thought that she was getting clever. But I'm also guessing that Pokimane is still friends with Nina Lynn, and that's it. And again, she just gives no fucks about this. As long as Pokimane is having a good time and good vibes and everything like that with Nina, then Poki just doesn't give a shit about victims. She just said it because she thought she'd get points with the internet, and it just generally fucks me off every single fucking time. Anyway, Jellywig, the most spineless content creator on this spinning rock, decided to perk up, come out of the sea, and generally think that he could win over the internet and try and get one over on XQC. Best Friend says XQC calls out Pokimane, Miskiff, and Hassan for hypocritically farming him and Trainwreck, pushing Twitch to pan gambling. Remember, even threatening a week-long Christmas strike to hurt Twitch's advertisers. XQC says, daily reminder, I was doing GTA RP by day, slots by night in my corner of streaming until everyone, her, farmed me and Trainwreck for drama and clicks. Miss me with that energy, walk the walk. Jellywig responds, you can reply to her post directly, it's on the same website. XQC says, also, I just read this again and what the fuck are you even saying? People know where I stand on everything. Always. Do you think she doesn't know that's how I view things? Pick unrelated, which was a picture of a jellyfish. Jellywig. Yeah, just say it to her instead of replying to Fearbuck. You are 30 years old, learning how to grow a spine from Jellywig. XQC also responded with, not trying to talk to her about it. That's the whole point. We've been over this and done that. Why are you acting like I'm subtweeting or making a sly comment? She makes a public statement about the state of affairs. I reply to the public with context to why it's the way it is. I don't know why Jellywig decides to try and white knight for Pokey. She's not really going to slide into his DMs and be like, man, I saw your tweet. That's amazing. Next time you're around, why not just come around for a cup of tea and a slice of cake and we can just like watch whatever and game and just cuddle, you know. She's never going to do that, bro, whatsoever. I do really think that Jellywig thinks that Pokey is just going to completely be on his side, you know, in case like later on he gets heat because Hassan's been barking orders or he's trying to defend his master. I also kind of think that Jellywig really wants the extra clout. He didn't need to step in whatsoever and he could have just left it. But no, he really had to say something. I don't really kind of get the insult where he's like, oh, you're 30. Dude, you're 30 as well. So what the hell? Jellywig is absolutely fucking pathetic. I also think that this last tweet is really funny. Jellywig says, it's Twitter. Nothing that happens on this website matters. We're both going live tomorrow to stream video games to thousands of people. Just enjoy your time on the spinning rock, man. And this Fred person responds with, speaking about spineless, how does Hassan's shock collar feel? Oh, but you can't get offended. Just enjoy your time on the spinning rock. Jellywig responds with, should have left that in the drafts, Fred. Fred responds with, like how Mogul Mail got left in the drafts after Hassan made the boss call. That to me was like the kill shot. If you didn't know, Jellywig had this kind of show that kind of, I think, talked about drama. And he talked about Hassan, and Hassan just gave him a call and was just like, hey, could you delete that and not do that? And Jellywig was just like, yeah, I'll do that. And then Mogul Mail just completely stopped, and it's just so fucking weird. Guy has no spine and just really is fucking pathetic. Asmongold had a few things to say.
We have to look at the history of Pokimane, okay? Pokimane got popular by being in full cam and having a larger than average camera on Twitch playing League of Legends. That's what you did. You did this. For years, you did this. Now, so if you're talking about streaming being just about gaming, you were the one that tried to edge streaming towards not being gaming more than anybody else. And by the way, I dated another girl that did the same thing. I'm not even complaining about this. I thought it was great. But you can't go and complain about the way the website is whenever you're one of the people that made it this way, right? Was she one of the ones that got shit for having too big of a camera when there are restrictions on it? She was. And so, yeah, and exactly, because that's what she was, that's what she was putting out there then. And now, obviously, that you're successful and, you know, like everything's fine, you don't want other people to do the same thing. But drama baiting and clip farming, this girl comments on drama all the time. She has opinions on drama constantly. It's not about who I think is authentic. It's about who the audience thinks is authentic. And if they think somebody like Pokimane isn't authentic, and I don't think that she is either. I think that what she says and how she acts, like I can tell by the way she talks, like she measures her words very, very carefully about like never saying something that's wrong or like in a weird way. And she'll only make statements about things after there's already been a massive community consensus on it, or it's like a very popular far left opinion, right? That's basically about it. Like her saying like, let's eat the rich and oh, we hate the rich. Meanwhile, your net worth is over $20 million. I'm sorry, but no human being needs a net worth of over $20 million. You don't. You are the rich.
I do agree with some of the things that Asmongold has been saying here. Hearing that Pokey wanted the entire platform to bend to her will and make it something that she wanted more than anything is like one of those people that just comes into your work and demands that something gets changed or that you have to do something to make them happy, and that they're just going to be like, see, I made this company 10 times better. It generally kind of really frustrates me because it's the highest form of entitlement. So I don't understand. If Pokey is saying that she wants it to go back to streaming video games and stuff, then why aren't you playing more games? Lead by example. Don't just watch TV and other people's videos and leech off them because you think it's the best thing. Actually play more video games and focus on that. I know that she won't, because then the easy content like completely dries up and that's it. I kind of remember the whole thing that you had to make your camera like smaller, but hearing that Pokey just completely and utterly broke the rules on that really annoys me and also doesn't surprise me, to be honest. I do generally also think that Pokimane is fake. So the whole thing of her hating the rich or getting rid of the rich came from this clip.
Do you think revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We already had one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the
Pokey.
ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the
You have to
unnecessarily
clarify. They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
rich. Oh,
You
The
gotta
ultra
say
giga
you gotta
rich.
say the billionaires.
the billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I am. I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen that clip. The end is really cringe. But generally, she is probably one of the richest streamers on Twitch. So for her to kind of say this is just absolutely fucking tone deaf. Anyway, Pokimane was now turning around and giving breakup advice to people.
But it's coming for you, okay? So don't fret. And just know it's gonna be okay. I actually, throughout my whole life, whether it was a boy in high school or a boy now, I have one major tip for breakups, and it's a bit more of a psychological tip. It's not like a focus on yourself, go to the gym. Everybody hears that shit. Okay, let me tell you a tip that, like, you're gonna feel like you're mind controlling yourself a little bit, okay? It's a practice called noting. And basically what it means is, you know, when you go through a breakup and like you can't stop thinking about them, you're like, oh, I'm so depressed and I wish this and I wish that and I wish I did this and I wish they did that and blah, 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 blah. As soon as you feel good about yourself, as soon as you laugh, as soon as something good happens, take note. Like, literally think to yourself, be like, oh, I just laughed, and for the last 5 minutes, I don't know, I was looking at some funny TikToks and I didn't think of them. Like, think really hard and be like, oh wow, that happened and I forgot about them. And something about that just solidifies like this new mindset of yours, and I find that works so well. And then you'll keep going back to this place and you note it and you're like, wait, I can feel better. Wait, I can laugh. Wait, I can be happy. I can blah, blah, blah. And before you know it, there's more of those moments than the sad ones.
I generally think after hearing this that she's had kind of multiple relationships, which is generally absolutely fine. But I know that her tier subs wouldn't like that whatsoever. But I also don't know why she puts on this voice that she does all the time when she wants to try and mock people. But I know, like, I picked up, and Hero Hey also picked this up, where she's saying like, hey, don't go to the gym, don't do something that gives you a kind of like boost or whatsoever. And the main thing is, like, when you go to the gym and you're doing a really good workout, you do get that dopamine rush and it makes you feel happy. If you're working on yourself and you're getting that body that you desire, or that you're just doing something that is fun, then you're going to be happy about it. You're going to be really focused, and that's going to be a new mindset. So for her to be like, don't get to the gym or anything like that, it just feels really shit to say something like that. While listening to her advice as well, I was like, people are going to do that anyway. They're going to find things that they like. They're going to spend time with friends. And over time, that entire thinking about the person that you were with is going to disappear, and you're going to be okay. All the stuff that you do after a breakup is like character building. It's growth that you normally do. Why did the relationship break down? What caused X, Y, and Z? Now, if you want to take Pokimane's advice, then more power to you. That's absolutely fantastic. And at the end of the day, you can take any advice you want, but I just generally think that this is common knowledge, that you do good things and you slowly forget about the bad thing. Personally, I wouldn't listen to Pokimane talking about this. With all the stuff that Pokimane's done over the years, I generally think she's one of these mean, nasty girls that puts on this face of like, I'm your best friend, but I'm just going to stab you in the back. She's done it to other people in the past. She's done so much shit. And she thinks that she is this angel that can do no wrong. But generally, I think she is one of the fakest people on the internet. But I am going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments and let's discuss. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button and subscribe, as I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And your help would be absolutely amazing. And with that, I'll leave it here.